how to build a floating sea base in Ark. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and in some parts of the world, good night, and I hope you sleep well. This is how to build a floating sea base in Ark. So guys, we're on my single server. It's just easier. I'll be on creative mode. You can do this on your single server on a well, the single player. On a server that you rent and you're the admin, or you find a server that is highly boosted and allows you to create and build tech stuff. So there are a few things that we need. So I've got the basic things that we need here. The vacuum moon pool. We've got the vacuum cube. We've got some ceilings, some walls, some railings just to make it look nice, and some stairs. And also you will need some elements and a tech generator. Now, with my server, it's on Ragnarok, and you are able to get yourself some tech and also element. You're able to learn tech stuff when you reach max level, which is like, under half an hour, you'll get it, don't worry. And also you can get your element dust through the drops and stuff like that. So, where to start? Well, I've picked a space on the center, and this is where we are going to have our base here. This is me just mucking around and playing around on my single server, single player. So I want it to be close to here. Now, this is depending on how far you have to go down. Depends on how much more work that you'll be doing. The floor's not that far. It's not that deep, so we're not going to be having a tremendous amount of work for us. But obviously, the deeper you go, the more work that you'll have to do. It's more time consuming, but at the end of it, it will look exactly the same. It will just be more work for you. Now, like I say, I'm on creative mode, and creative mode makes you be basically invincible. So let's just start there. Very easy. We're just going to start and put the cubes up here, up to the... Can we put another one up? No, okay. That's fine. Right, so again, it also depends on the level of your top one, will depend on just luck, basically. I mean, right now, we are quite far away from the actual base of the water. So we're just going to put that one there. And now this will be the top. So we want a 3x3, I think. So we're just going to put 3x3 here. I keep forgetting that my server's stacked quite high. Like with these, you can only get 5 at a time per stack. Right, so now that we've got our base here, actually, we will we'll demolish this one here, and we'll put a second floor down here. So obviously, the deeper you go, the more impressive it will look. I'm only doing it in the shallow, so I can actually make it build it quicker for you. So this is the outline of the what you should be looking for right now. And then, to make it all work, we have to now add some generators. Oh. I'll put a generator there for a second. And add some element into it. Turn it on. Oh. Radius option, bring that up to the max. Right, now that we have a generator there, we can now demolish up here. As you can see, they are still floating. Now, obviously, the deeper you go, the more generators you will need to start off with. we are getting attacked by a manta ray. So hang on a second here. Where are you? Hey. Right. Okay, so we now have what we have as a basic floating underwater base. So now what we want to do is we want to get in here for a second. So let me just take that out away. Take that out. And now put a moon pool in. So now that we can get up here, it's now just taking all the walls out. Also, you can keep these walls in if you wanted to make it a little bit unique. So now that we've done that, we are now going to come up here, open this one up, and do the same thing here. Now, obviously, this is going to be roughly the same sort of design that you saw in yesterday's video, but you can also do what you want. I'm doing the same size as it will just be easier. I've already done it. I can actually just, do it off the top of my head. Now, what we want now is we want some stairs coming up here. Now, we want one stair here for this very reason. We want to have a floor, and we can take that stairs away. So we're just going to do the outlines of these around. Now, to get the ceilings, you need the stairs. However, as you can tell and realise, once you've got these going, you have the ability to go around the whole place without having to keep putting stairs on. And that's because in order for you to put these ceilings on, you need the stairs. After that, you've literally got these cubes doing all the work. These cubes actually act as foundations. So that's actually pretty good, in my opinion. Right, there you go. And we have the first floor already done and completed. There you go. Now we do the actual second floor. I forgot how glitchy single player was actually, because sometimes it just kicks you out straight away. So if you are actually on your single server, on your single player, sorry, I keep saying server, make sure you save periodically, because sometimes it will just kick you straight out and then you've lost all your work. If you're on your server, rented server, you actually don't need to do this at all. So that's good. Right, okay. So now that we've got all that going on there, we can now start to freeze the floor to make it actually look a little bit better. Now, why do you need all these ceilings down here? It's because now that you've got these ceilings down, you have the ability to build walls and stuff like that. And and different levels inside a cube. The cube itself, when you have the floor like this, it allows you to put things like cryopods and stuff like that, and chem benches and stuff like that on it already. However, it doesn't allow you. It doesn't allow you to build any walls on it. So that's the reason why we have the ceilings, and not to mention you need the ceilings inside here so that you can create your base on top, and you'll see why in a minute. So now that we've now built the underwater thing, underwater base. Again, also, if you want it to be higher, you can just take some of these away. You can make this bigger as well. You know, use your imagination. But now that we've done all that, we now have a lovely underwater floating base for the time being. Right. We've put some more ceilings up there for one simple reason, and that is we are going to be using all of those for... Actually, I've done that a little bit wrong there. They need to be one below. It can... I don't really like building underwater because of the sort of how sensitive it is. Right, so now that we need... Now that we've got that, we need to put these protective walls so that you can go from the top to the bottom into your base. Now, you can't do this. You can't add a ceiling right underneath. What you need to do is put one down there and then add your ceiling. And once you've done that, you can then pick up your wall, and then there you have it. Okay. And now it connects to the next ceiling above. So now that we've almost got what we need to have under the water, so that is what we need. And to make it a little bit nicer, I've actually put it so that we have a... I believe this is the same as what I've done on my other one. Made it like that, so that if you come up here, you actually have like a little doorway inside. Yes, there you go. Do that, and then come back out. Remember to save periodically, guys, so that's what I'm doing now, just in case. I always save twice or 3 times. Now that we've done all that, we can now start making the little access way into the underwater base from the top of the water. Which is what I'm doing here. Now, obviously, I'm doing 4 here. You can easily also do the 4 high walls if you wanted to. And we just continue going up until we hit the surface. And again, this is the reason why you need the ceilings as well, so that you're able to do all this. Almost there. Probably one more, there you go. So we are now actually just outside the water. That's good. So now, to do the actual outside, you will now have to go all the way up. Again, you can do singles or you can do the doubles. It's up to you. But this is going to be the actual top part of your moon pool entrance. And we can have maybe another one here and some stairs going. If I can. There you go. There you are. Right, so you might have this problem with your foundations, your ceilings, and your rails. Now, to solve that problem, very easy. Very, very easy indeed. All you got to do is put another one here. Now, it will look a little bit weird. However, it now works. But also, unfortunately, you can't then do the same trick as before. You can't then pick it up and keep that up there. So I'm just going to leave that for the moment. So again, it's the same thing. The cube vacuum packed cubes, they act as foundations. So for that to happen, you need to have another few more there. So we're going to pick that one up, and we're going to put that there. Okay. Right, how many is that? You got 1, 2, 1, 2. Suppose we can do one more. No, we cannot do one more. Nope. Right, so now that we have the base of our building, which is fantastic, we can now start doing the walls. You may have noticed this is going to be the same size as the one that you saw in my last video. So it's been quite, it would have been quite small. And just to add, right, okay. So now, oh, we've missed a wall there. Right, so now we just need some doors. Again, you can use anything. I'm just using tech because it's my single player. Right, now that we've got all that going on there, we need some triangle ones. So some triangle ones and some sloped ones. So we're going to put... We don't actually need any more of the cubes now, so that's good. I told you it was going to be a little bit of a long video. One thing I don't like about the one thing I don't like about the... I don't know. Yeah, okay. The center is the light. Which is happening right about now. Thankfully, you guys can't see it as bad as I can, but there you are. Oh. Hopefully we shouldn't have that light blaring in for very much longer here. Right. Okay. We've missed a whole wall here. We actually don't need any more of those triangle walls. That's okay. Put that there. Oh, wrong place. I'm making mistakes. I'm trying to do this as quickly as I can, guys. So sorry about that. Right, so now you have a building on top of the water, like you saw in the other video. You've also got a lovely area where you can just sort of go down into it. If you wanted to, you could make some stairs like I did in the other video, so like that if you wanted to. There you go. For some reason with tech, you have to actually go down and crouch, but with anything else, I don't think you can, because the stone allowed me just to walk down. Now that we've got the whole tunnel, you can just come down here and up into your own underwater base, and then back out again and go up to your top part of the base. Now you got all the walls up here. It's literally a question simply of placing them all the way down until you hit wherever you want. So right now, in my last video, you would see that this area here under the water was my taming pen. Again, you can just do literally what I just did there, put all the walls coming down, and then to get yourself a ceiling, say we wanted a ceiling there, put one of the walls down, then put the ceiling, and then take that wall out. And now you've got that hanging ceiling. And you can sort of see this going on here. There you go. Right, so as it is in 25 minutes, I'm not going to finish this off for you, but you do get the idea. I've given you the fundamental ways of actually doing it. And yeah, the way that you do the underwater taming pen is literally do all of this and then add your behemoth gate or your dino gate. So let's just get a dino gate here for you. That's a window, isn't it? Yeah. Is that dino gate? Dino gate there, and I think that's dino gate here. Right, so it will literally be I think. What is it? Oh, hang on. There you go. There you go. That always gets me confused. So there. All right. And that way you can put your. Oh, that's actually not too straight. Again, doesn't help that you're in the water. There you are. I've still got some gap there. You can fiddle around. I'm not going to waste any more of your time, but you can tell, you can sort of see what the my point I'm trying to make there. And there you go. And then you can have a the actual. It does fit. Don't please. Yeah, it does fit. It's just that I can't be asked to waste your time. So yeah, you can put a behemoth gate or tech dino gate like that, and then yeah. So finish off the 3 walls and the floor, and you have yourself your absolute lovely underwater taming pen. Here, I've taken that one away, and then obviously added my own tech door frame with a double door, so you can sort of see it's beginning to look identical to the one that I made yesterday, that I showed off yesterday. Come out there into your underwater base, and then go all the way up to the top, up to your top part of the base. But yeah, guys, it's almost been 30 minutes. I could have gone faster for you, could have cut a few bits out, but I just wanted to show you from start to finish. And now you know how to build a floating sea base in Ark. Now, obviously, this might be a little bit outdated next week when Genesis comes out, because you guys might know that there's a new item on Genesis, and it is a floating sea platform. It's like the cliff platforms and tree platforms, and you'll be able to literally just make a floating sea, a floating base, a floating platform on top of the water. I'm also going to do an update on this video, on this build, using that and seeing how big and how easy it is to create with that as well. I will imagine it'll be incredibly easy and quick to build a underwater / on top of the water floating sea base. But guys, thank you ever so much for watching. I know it was about half an hour of your time, but now you can sort of see exactly how I built that. I did tell you it's going to be a long time. And I will see you in tomorrow's video, where I will show you how to make a very easy bridge from one place to another across water. Anyway, guys, remember, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you later. Goodbye.